Hello, welcome to the next stream. Continuing our work on the harbor. Let's get to it. So, last time finished off this area here. Came out pretty nice. Today I would like to focus on this pier and get that completed. So this area is supposed to be transloading for bulk materials. Coal, gravel, sand, whatever, right? So I'm gonna prepare this area for construction. Now the thing about this is that I'm not exactly sure how I want the shape of this island to be. Say island, but like this pier. But I definitely need it to be wide enough to hold enough of the bulk cargo, right? So I'm gonna expand it slightly, make it wider. Okay. That works. No. I want this to be cut off slightly. Let's paint the middle with grass. I think this size is pretty good for what I want it to be. So that should work without problems. Now obviously the interesting part is going to be how to actually take care of, you know, unloading the, the coal and the sand and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to quickly load up a spreadsheet of ours that we have for industries and the different commodities. And I need to okay. So let's divide it up. How would I divide it up the best? Okay, let's have coal facilities over here. It's going to take care of the bulk of the area essentially. It's going to be the larger storage. And then here in the back, I can have something else. I've been thinking about sand most specifically. But anything goes. I need to think about it a bit better. There's a lot of commodities, all of which would be really fitting for the area. But, you know, obviously I cannot have every single one of them. You know, that's not how this should... That's not how this is done. You know what, I'm just gonna do it like this. Fuck it. extend it like this, the classic way. There we go. It's gonna turn in and gonna run alongside. I need enough space here for ships to be able to turn around as well. Same here. This is enough space for them, so that's good. Now this piece of water feels relatively empty, but that's okay. It's gonna be less empty once I actually put in all the like more boats and stuff. So yeah, fancy schmancy stuff. Okay, terrain is not an issue anywhere here, so that's good. So the one thing that I need to work on is this area. So let's get another track in as well. I'm thinking if I should use. I'm trying to figure out what industry I should use, like which asset. I slightly diagonal. That's okay. So I want one piece to be unloading and another to be loading. So really, what type of industry do we not have enough of for the loading part? We have a lot of coal for exporting. Macadam and sand is something that we have balanced amount of cargo for. But yeah, coal is definitely an export product. So let's see. I'm gonna quickly fly here. Yoink that. And quickly fly back. And use this industry asset. Yeah, that works. Hold on. We already do have coal export up here, though. So that makes no sense for me to do another coal export here. That's not... Alright. Okay, so what are you capable of? What is this? Gravel. Okay. Let's take care of that here in the back of the harbor. Over here roughly. That should be good. This also shows me that I should put these tracks closer together. that. Okay. I don't know how far I want the pier to extend, and I could make it extend way further out as well. Actually, you know what? I'm going to recreate one location that's like that I know of from real life. Just to make this a bit more interesting. Yeah, that's a much better shape and size. Hello, Basic Tries. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Indeed. Okay. That will work. I'll get this side. Okay. Kind of annoys me that there isn't a connection this way, but Hans didn't plan for that, so yeah. Everything has to be taken in through this kind of switchback here. Which is, you can see it being kind of restrictive and annoying. So, there's that. But, yeah. I could obviously use all of this for whatever purposes I want. But, okay. It's gonna be gravel facility over here. Hold on. I wanna see which way does it turn. Okay, it turns that way. Loads. Loads. Okay. Fair enough. That works. So that's the rotation I want the cranes to be in. I don't think it will load if it's on this track, will it? No. It's only for this track that it applies to. Gotta keep that in mind. Now what I'm aiming for here is more of a Soviet design when it comes to harbors, but I think it's going to work generally speaking because of the shape. Anyways, and the way harbors should really be done when it comes to them being on a river. But that's okay. Okay, so there's coal, there's iron ore, and there is sand. All of these are for loading onto the train. I do have coal exports over here on the top. Still kind of wanna do more coal exporting though, cause like it just seems fitting, you know, especially for this kind of massive area here. Like, how would I properly incorporate that? That will work, relatively speaking. Just connecting it up here is gonna be interesting. Really, you shouldn't have the train going up a hill. What about when the Rhine gets too low in the summer? Have you considered this? No, I have not. But don't worry, it's only temporary, right? Okay, I updated this asset, it's PBR, it looks pretty good. But the tracks are too long. Fuck. That's loader. I have no idea how to properly build this. Fuck. Anyways, I know what I want on this side of the harbor. Gonna be diversion there, diversion there. Okay. The run-through track is going to be this one. This is going to be industry track, this is going to be industry track, and this one here is going to be an industry track on the right side. Left track here is going to be the run-through track. There's gonna be another industry here. Okay, I have a plan now. And I know it's rare for me to have a plan, but I have one. Yeah. So let's do this then. I'm not gonna do a coal unloading here, but I wanna do another loading thingy here, and I'm gonna do the loading sand. It works, but I need to be careful with this. This crane is relatively long and big, so it can reach over and into here if it needs to. Right, to load and unload from a ship, although that is not a bulk carrier. Is it a bulk carrier? I don't think it is. No, it doesn't look. It's got too many cranes to be a bulk carrier, but could be still. Yeah, I think it could be actually. Yeah, it definitely could be a bulk carrier. Okay. Never mind. This is definitely a bulk carrier. This one looks better as being a bulk carrier than the other one. I'm gonna keep it there. Now, obviously, I can have this for bulk carrier, but the textures of this thing are completely fucked, so I'm going to skip that. This is more akin to a steamship, and I'm not exactly sure I want that, but we have these boys. These guys absolutely are whatever the fuck carriers you want them to be. So these two here are the ultimate ships of this harbor. And the ones that I need to start using a lot more of. Okay, anyways. Massive crane here. Reach both of those. Okay. This is going to be very interesting here now. So I know what I want to be loaded here. And I know what I want this industry to be as well. I know this one as well. Okay. And we have this here. Is this sand? This is sand, right? This should be sand. Okay. Okay, fuck it. Enough fucking around, flailing around, looking at stuff. Let's build. this pier has to be finished at the end of today's stream. What do you say? That's a good goal, right? Totally achievable, absolutely, without any kind of issues. It's definitely going to happen. Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. That. Let's ensure the workability of this pier. Good. Okay. That's this side. No more flailing, please. We need a pole. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. Nuh-uh. The ground really hates me here. Yeah, that works now. I guess, relatively speaking. Fixing up the harbor. The water side of things. I'm gonna need a claw here as well. That's gonna be fun. Oh, that's something to figure out. Fuck. I'm gonna do it later. Let's slowly work our way down the pier this way, essentially. Right? So let's start with something simple and obvious. The road markings. I don't want it to exactly be on. God damn it. Hold on. Have I done it here? Have I done something like that here? No. Have I done that here? No. Have I done that here? No. Have I done that here? Yes, I have. And here I've done it very fucking horrifically specifically. Fuck it. Okay. Doesn't matter. Let's do it the way it was before then. This way. Okay, that works. Yoink the wall. Let's build a wall. Okay. Yoink the other wall here. And have to work with the styles. Okay. Gee, viewers, you can stick them up your ass. Okay. Okay. That works. Just a little shed here. Good. I want another one here. Like that. That works. Not really. Not happy with that. That works, actually. No. Okay. I'm gonna do more of that aspect. I'm gonna cut in a wall here. Make this compound be independent from the other one, so it's gonna be a wall there. Okay. That works. Gonna be a crossing here. Actually, I can make that crossing immediately. There we go. Okay. That's gonna do that. It's gonna be painted later on. Okay. Huh? That's pretty good. All right. Right now I'm just marking out the area where I want the industries to be in. To divide it up, I'm gonna place in the actual when I actually populate the area with the industries I want there to be, I'm gonna get rid of some of the walls. This works so far. Let's do the textures. Okay, the remaining stuff I'm gonna paint when I actually have it properly configured. Okay, anyways, it's gonna be sand. It's quite a lot of space for sand, but whatever. Did I still configure it to be coal? Oh my god, I don't know. Hold on, let me check something. Hmm. Not okay. Do I have a sand asset that I could use? It's also a thing that's gonna quite frustratingly frustrate. I don't think I do have that much sand. Sand is not gonna work. No, sand is definitely not gonna cut it. No. Okay. It's gonna be coal. Problem is, I have this set up as loading. I have an idea. This is the planning stages that I've wanted to avoid so greatly. Where I'm just gonna be stuck looking at things while I go and figure out how to actually do this and like what would be the better approach. Shit. I don't know, it doesn't work either. Because we all have like a bulk terminal anywhere in Century Minute doesn't really work out because we don't produce that much stuff to be exported on the boats. And really the only product that even comes reliably close to mind is coal. Shit. This is really not good. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Problem with doing anything like this is that obviously it's not exactly fitting, right? Problem with doing it more of this side is because it's an estacade, right? What an estacade does is that you just drive on it, you know, and it just unloads as you drive through it. And so what the problem is how the fuck do I incorporate it into this harbor? Okay, this will work. Yeah, okay. I have an idea. I'm not happy with it, but it's an idea. It's definitely a way of doing this, but hey. Let's make it export call. Oi. Give me the trap, thank you. Okay. It doesn't have to be 10 meters. I just need... A 3-meter wall is gonna be good enough. So this is what, minus 15. So if I set it to minus 18, that should make the top be sticking out like... Okay, good. If I do minus 17.9, that's gonna give me better um, amount of space to work with, I think. Yeah. Oh, this is very annoying, very idiotic, and I don't like what I have to do here, but it's the only way I can do that. I've miscalculated the assets that I wanted to use, as in they're doing something else than what I would like. And I've also miscalculated the available assets As in, I misjudged which ones I actually have at my disposal. Obviously, this is diagonal, so the most annoying part is going to make it work with the terrain. I think the obvious answer is gonna be a dig hole. But that will also take me only so far. So I'll need to build it very properly. I'm gonna need to be thinking very hard. More flailing, yeah. Yeah, I know you're enjoying it, but I'm not. Because for me, it's just like kind of a stalling of the project. It's like, how the fuck do I even, build this? How do I do this? That's why I don't like flailing around. It's because in my eyes, obviously the unproductive stage is just like sitting there trying to figure out, oh, is this good? Is this bad? Is this shit? Is this, I don't know, all this kind of stuff. And it's not something that I enjoy. Right? Obviously, because it's PBR textures, it's annoying to work with, especially when it's on a diagonal like this. I just hope I can make this work. I should be able to. Okay. Okay, that works. Now there's just a massive gaping hole to the bottom, to the abyss. The unending... whatever the fuck you would say, I don't know. Anyways, need to go up here again to yoink some other asset. Declare this one. Hmm. No, you know what? I'm gonna do this differently. I'm gonna put this on the bottom. But not below the water line. Like this, on both sides it needs to go end to end. All corners need to be covered. There we go, that's a custom estacade. Just embedded in the ground. Nice. That totally didn't take an hour to build. Actually, it didn't. Because that hour incorporates a lot of other stuff, but not as much as I would like to. Need to pick up the pace. Because not happy with the progress today so far. I'm working way too slow for what I would like to. Could just be the aspect of being tired, but that's anyways, let's continue. Coal. Do I have an asset that is just coal on the ground? No, not particularly, not that clearly. Okay. Um, you. You know, Sam has this spline. This kind of ground spline. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of that abyss one. I'm gonna replace it with this one. And let's pretend that that is the coal on there. That looks good. Yeah, that works. Okay, that is much better now as well. Okay. Now I need a coal stacker of some kind, but I know that's not going to work in this particular instance. So, how did I do this here? Need to check that. I did not. I didn't. Okay. In that case, let's do it the way it's done here then. I'm gonna load this fully up. Oh shit, that is full. Okay. Because it's 3 meters underground, of course. Eagle. Okay. So gonna have conveyor. It's gonna go out from the middle. Minus 18. It's gonna go to like minus 10. No, more. So minus 5. Think that works. Could make it go as high as that, but not sure if I want to. That is very high. Basically 0. You need to remember I am 15 meters below the ground. Or below 0. Working on this. Whole area. But you know, this could work actually. 0.5. There we go. Okay, that's better. Okay. Is 50 below 0 where you are? No. It's good to know they play a Trainz in Antarctica. No, that's not. God damn it. uh, go. I don't know if I have any of these in the vicinity. I don't think I do, but still, I would like to be safe. So I'm just gonna manually select and move them. Okay. This should be fairly simple now. It's just connect the dots with the conveyor spline. Wow, this looks actually fucking amazing. Damn. Okay. Oh, that's flat texture. God damn it, that's not good. Looks very nice in a chill. Stem mini. Call Europe mini. Yoink. What do I do that actually? Hold on. Um, Go do it. Wrong spline. That's what I want. Hold on. Because I need a call to somehow, get back up onto the conveyors and then onto the ships, right? Actually, one thing that I want to do here is connect up these. I actually see something that I could utilize for this. So I need an area where the coal would get back onto the conveyor system and transported onto the ships themselves, right? So what I can do is actually over here. Split that. Get this down to the ground. Rid of those two. Okay, this is not... fuck. That's not exactly useful there. You'd be useful. No, not really. This wall's not gonna be there anyways. That's that. Just wish this asset wasn't so fucking massive. But okay, whatever. Fuck it. It works. I'm definitely not finishing this pier by the end of the stream. It's too much. That's the old asset. that works. Okay. Now that's cool. Don't you dare tell me it's not. This is a bit too big. Yeah, okay, that doesn't work. Those are too big. Yeah, okay, that's good. Not important. I've been at it for an hour and a half now. Yeah, now we're talking. This is proper industrial. Okay. of. Crying out loud. There we go. Well packed logs. Yeah. That's it's definitely loaded. Let's vary it slightly. There we go. That's better. At least it makes it look slightly better. Intermediated with that slightly more. There we go. And that looks much, much better. Not exactly the massivest log yard for such a fucking thing, but whatever. It's a well-packed log is a happy log. Yes. You know what? I'm happy with that. That looks good. Despite this area being relatively small for that kind of thing. But it's okay. It doesn't have to be the highest capacity. Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna cut it here. I think it's gonna be for the better. And then finish off the pier on the next stream. I think that's gonna be better if I split it that way. Let's just do some minuscule detail in the area. And then I can end it. I don't know where else I could put cars. It's like, it's very tightly and closely packed here. I didn't exactly leave a lot of room for maneuvering and stuff. But it's okay. At least I would say. Okay, that works. That is a long barge. Yeah, they are. They're relatively long as well. That is okay. I like it. It allows me to do stuff like this. Alright, let's take some screenshots of the work that has been done here today. Not a lot, but it's still something, you know. I'm kind of happy with the way it looks. The way it came together. Definitely a lot more to be left desired and stuff, but yeah. For now, this is it. Um, as for the other industries, I want to have some kind of warehouse in here. I want to have obviously gravel here. This I want to have as a scrapyard, right? And possibly I would like to have another storage track for train cars somewhere in here as well. I might extend this one along the coast here and do a dead end track here for storage. I think that could work. And one thing that I'm really unhappy about is the lack of other connection to this part of the harbor. Because right now everything is just getting guided through these two tracks, one of which has been repurposed as a loading track as well. So, yeah, not a lot of space. But whatever. I'll make it work somehow. And yeah. I'm gonna say that's it for today. So, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, morning, evening, night, afternoon, um, whatever, whenever, wherever you are. Progress. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye.